Hello, and welcome to Hillbilly Tech Show. Today I'm going to be going over replacing RAM in your machine. Now, there's many different types of RAM. There's SD RAM, there's RAM bus, there's DDR, DDR1, 2, 3, 4, and on up. Depending on the age of your computer, you'll have different types. The common one out today is DDR2 and DDR3. That's the most commonly used out in most modern motherboards. This particular kind we're taking out right here is DDR1. First thing you want to do, make sure you have no power going in your machine whatsoever. Make sure the power cable's out. A lot of people like to ground themselves with a ground strap. Make sure you have it grounded to a proper ground, not to the case of the machine, because it's not going to be grounded. Make sure it's grounded to a proper ground. The next thing you want to do is, this is the RAM right here. You got two notches on each side. You see the indicated by the little white right here, and there's a white notch right up here. It's very simple to remove it. You just simply take your finger on each end, push, and push, and it pops right out. Now, there's different types of RAM, and you cannot replace these with the different type, because if you notice, they have different notches. Now, some may have 2 or 3 notches, but that is a kind of safety precaution, so you can't replace it with a different type of RAM. So you really don't have to worry about that. This RAM, you can't put it in backwards, you can't put it in upside down. It only goes in one way, and the proper way, if you actually have resistance to putting it in, you're probably putting it in wrong. Now, let's say this RAM chip has just went bad, but we're going to replace it. Okay, the first thing you want to do, take the old chip out like we did. Make sure these notches on each end are facing out. Now, what you want to do, put one end first. You'll notice it also have notches right here. You can, if you look at the very end of it, when you start putting it in, it actually has a little place for that notch to go into. Slide it in first, and then slide the other end. And now, once both ends are in, just push slightly on each end. You hear that snap. And you notice the connector went down. On this end, push. And we have no snap. That means that this is in incorrectly. Now, what we need to do is take it back out. So you notice the notch, we had it on the wrong end. So what you want to do is flip it around. Make sure each notch is up. Put it in one at a time. Now, push the top. You hear the snap. Now at the bottom, you'll hear a snap. Now both of these ends will be up. It'll be secure. You cannot pull it out. On both ends, you should not be able to pull it out. That's properly installed. Once you start the machine up, it should auto recognize it. You don't have to change any settings or anything at all. You can add memory. Now, if it starts up and it just gives you beeps, now that means that one of two things is happening here. Either this RAM is installed incorrectly, or the RAM chip could be bad, or the machine doesn't support the amount of memory. Now, each board will only support a certain amount of memory, so if you go over that amount, the chip will not be recognized, and you won't get any video on startup. You'll just get beeps, and what are called postcodes. If that's the case, you need to take the chip out, look up your motherboard manufacturer, and see what type of chips this can hold. I would recommend doing this before you buy the new RAM, because some RAM is incompatible. You have error correction RAM, which is not compatible with a lot of boards, so you need to make sure what type of RAM you have before you even order it. If you have any questions on this, email me at hillbillytechshow@gmail.com, or check out my blog at hillbillytechshow.blogspot.com. Thank you.